there are lots of movements. And one of the movements are, I think, say, Nkofu Bebre, any ADH pa Ricardo Calafiori. Now, Osha Calafiori, do na Arsenal air tries to pull it off now. There is something peculiar about that deal. Me person me the two Emma Yeti for any Yasha for. Now, chairman, Osha Ricardo Calafiori, ne sell on clause. War deal bia obey with club bia or intend to say obe purchase Ricardo Calafiori 50% to Team Basel. Now, chairman, I want to show our listeners transfer triangle ewa hasi. You one yet says a Chelsea so abwe area race no more. And you were even informing me, say Chelsea, they wouldn't back down. They would go boot to boot with Arsenal, fighting for this young chap. Now, chairman, what share Chelsea interference? One more buyer into this particular dealer. It wasn't to actually get Ricardo Calafiori, but rather to use Ricardo Calafiori as a smoke screen to get their main target. Now, chairman, what share Ricardo Calafiori? Osina kind were FC Basel. The FC Basel omo air ton no. Omo di shemu say in future sales no. Senior umbeton Ricardo Calafiori biano, we would gain 50% of it. Now, this is what Chelsea have done. We share Renato Viega, and also Esina kan Edema FC Basel from Sporting Lisbon. Osina kan Emma Osbeck, then OBPMO FC Basel. Renato Viega ebebe replace Ricardo Calafiori. Abra o making a move to Team Bologna. Now, se Chelsea and sa ebe kan wo main target in Renato Viega. Then it means to say it was someone competing with Arsenal in the race for Ricardo Calafiori. In other say Arsenal bet me up in a bid. If Arsenal bet me up in a bid, then it means to say automatically no Chelsea is scratching the back of FC Basel. Then FC Basel is scratching the back of Team Chelsea. Because all this while, no, we share the preferences of Womu coach, no, Enzo Maresca. Near Odibetu Gra Emman scouting team now. Or see Opev fullbacker Obetimia inventing into midfield. Abwa the central defensive midfielder. Now this is a Renato Viega. Otimi play as a CDM. Otimi play as a left center back. Otimi play even as a right back, even though a left footed. Otimi sign a play as a left back. So, we share in the statement of Enzo Maresca, no, or say, ope Swiss knife army players. Now, you can Swiss knife army players. It is a players who a lot of portfolios. A bit to say, womu to me, a changing womu position due to some interpositional play. Now, or you see in the invented system, whether in a 3-back, a 4-back. So, this makes sense. Say Chelsea is acting smart in the transfer window. Arsenal will get their guy in Ricardo Calafiori, but this shows that Chelsea are they push one more to the wall, and this deal would definitely surpass a 50 million price tag mark, meaning 25%. 25 million. Ebe call FC Basel for doing nothing. So Chelsea has scratched the back of FC Basel. FC Basel to have given Chelsea their first target in terms of left back. Any profile now, Coach Enzo Maresca, Epe in that left back position. He feels he said that guy would come and give competition to Cucurella because Cucurella is playing well and he also can invent senior Enzo Maresca and so Epe. Now, chairman, in the first place, I didn't think Arsenal will go in for Ricardo Calafiori. Even though Chelsea push one wall to the wall. They've gotten their player. Arsenal too will get their player. Personal terms and your issues. Obe badie, oba him for obebo because left center back no Gabriel Magalhaes airbo, right center back Ubenya Saliba and then Ronaldo praising highly of senior OC airborne the ball, senior OC and man marking, senior on allow a lot of space. Emma the attackers into me and round If Calafiori is coming into the Arsenal setup, he's coming as a starter. Now, what should the kind of profile Arsenal in here at the left back? We here liberos and chairman. What should liberos in this particular transfer window now? We are scarce, so if you get them, you go all out and get them. Now, what should Arsenal left back positioning? Now, Tomiyasu Ebetimiabo, Ubenya Zinchenko, but Zinchenko, the natural way Ankasa or a central midfielder, Pep Guardiola converting into the left back row, playing as an invented fullback. Now, if Arsenal would want to actually control the transitions. Players are to me a progressive one, a few at a fast pace in a transitional way. then I think it's a Ricardo Calafiori makes a lot of sense for Team Arsenal. Say, what should senior Ben White obetimi invent into a back three. Ababeshem doing the first initial phase of build up for Team Arsenal. It is the same profile Obenya or Ricardo Calafiori. Say on Jibo no on stepping into infield and also on push it to the left flank no. Ricardo Calafiori can do that, but when you get Zinchenko, obe retain the ball no. Obe keep the ball no away from the opponent. On Shada and Massa split passes, but Obe inventing a control. So he is more of a controller in terms of an invented fullbacker or moving into infield to help the defensive midfielder. But Calafiori will actually invade the spaces, pushing the ball, stepping into infield, being tagged at libero. So, Chairman, I think we've made justice to the Calafiori contracts now on Arsenal Ewono because and the top-notch way after the display at the Euros. Calafiori deserves this kind of contract. Now, Chairman, you're going anymore Euros and now. Me making a prediction say Germany able to miss it through, but it didn't happen that way. But I left a back room in a sense to say I was giving contention to Spain. Say Spain able to me a police surprise only if they exhibit the chameleon aspect and I said the chameleon ability. Now, Chairman, what share from the 61st minute? De La Fuente, I felt to say make a huge mistake by substituting Nico Williams and that of Yami Yamal. He actually gave the game to Germany. And in the coaching world, if you make that particular changer, you are telling your opponent to say, results na miniano, I'm okay with it. Now I have to change or go with a different ball game.
Sure.
That is why Nagelsmann, an adaptive coach, Chairman senior almost saw pressure AC Spain so. Jamal Musiala didn't have a good game. I felt to say from the onset, even in the first half, if Nagelsmann and started with Leroy Sané and Kai Havertz, they would have killed Spain. First 30 minutes. She send your game nesi kwaye. Ekoha na abaha. Because Germany quality no embru Spain the so Spain quality no so embru Germany the so. So we were watching a final in the quarterfinals.
Sure.
So I felt to say Nagelsmann did what he could do, but it boils down to the players. They have to execute for Germany to seal through. Kai Havertz has been a game changer. He has been a top-notch player. Eban high-profile matches are were exhibiting with Chelsea, winning them their second Champions League. But what happened? Went to me and converted our chances now my team Germany. I feel say Kai Havertz as that false nine playing as that 9.5 role, it disappointing and round. Leroy Sané was a passenger of the game throughout that first 45 minutes. I felt say if Florian Wirtz started here, Germany would have had a good shot of the game. But kudos to those two boys in the likes of Nico Williams and Yami Yamal. They are the difference maker. I think say Michemu Ewa Hase and yet if you want extra content, call YouTube. Konako subscribe to the Ghanaian tactician on YouTube. We've given vivid explanation as to why Nico Williams and Yami Yamal is the different maker in the Spain national team. Because what should the personnel in their midfielder technical? There is no mechanical player off the ball duties. Rodri is trying his best, but on that mechanical, need position wise. If the position is failing, it means the Spain is in danger. And yesterday we saw it. That is why I was tipping Germany ahead of Spain. But De La Fuente showed say we make error but in order to recope with that let me do some changes. And Merino came in to kill off the game. So I feel say that surprise factor now De La Fuente AUC in the additional time and then it take it out Germany. So I think say Germany they did well. They gave a good fight.
Jamal Musiala.
Oh, he was out.
Not bad.
He was not bad though. But
Yeah.
the Jamal Musiala himself, top notch way. He didn't actually execute it. But
Endra we move film Nico Williams ne Lami Yamal film. He came to the party.
Yeah.
I mean, on a note, on my difference by
sure. We also chairman, we move film so now wait a bit. So if weight is coming in, then it means it's automatically and they are playing a 4-2-2-2-2. As a 4-2-2-2-2 no, accommodated 3 number 10s. And if accommodated 3 number 10s, even Thomas Muller no obebe mnukrampo obe play as a 10.5. Not like that typical 9. I thought Kai Havertz was so free game mukra.
Sure.
For 4 group to have enough spaces to operate.
Sure.
4 group game Germany were dangerous.
Of course.
Spain, they one more defense line and to me contain me so direct attacking football So I feel that De La Fuente is through though a slim win, but De La Fuente needs to work on their defensive organization, because I feel say without the high press, no, Spain is nothing when it comes to their defensive aspects of the game. So if they meet a team beat France, you remember how later, I feel say team beat France is to a little bit characteristics of Germany, and it could pose some threats to Spain. But I feel say Spain, one more main gangs, that positional based football now, or more they do it and do it very well. So I think say we've done justice to the Spain and Germany game. Now, chairman, you call France-Portugal. France-Portugal, chairman, what should that profile game now? These are two teams that they are struggling in that final third. They create chances, but say the ball better at a big issue. So I feel say final third coordination. Moving forward, DJ the champs and then the boys, also multi sort it out. I have been talking about attacking equation. Still, he hasn't found the solution. Or the two round by was starting Colomwani, was starting Griezmann. Still. So I feel say he needs to get it right. When you're right, Spain even knocking out France. Spain even knocking out France, because Spain in the final third of the opponents, chairman, they are very ruthless. With the likes of Nico Williams operating from the left wing, the likes of Yami Yama operating from the right wing. She pass now or the map player. No. The moment we lay pass now, and you said that was a goal. Why? Because of Danny Olmo late runs into the 18-yard box. And if France, they are exhibiting good defensive work rate with the likes of N'Golo Kante, me any analysis, if Kante any team here, and Kasa Senegina a world France national team, no, we wouldn't see it. Chairman, and one game, no, it was at a high pace. We return one fast counter-attacking football. We are fast counter-attacking football. But final third coordination is what we lacked from that game. Internet can say that game no is tagged as a mechanical game. Bugani bedoso. It's Ubenya Polinia bia no all ye dirty works na ama team Portugal. Ubenya N'Golo Kante bia no all screening in front of the defense line. We had top-notch games, and now you have two profile games and at a high pace, and I loved it. I feel that Anthony Taylor, the only the way and the game, he will actually be the man of the match at the end of the game.
Yeah,
very controversial decision, because Cucurella game in when you could see a clear penalty, but they didn't take it for Germany. I think VAR for also Ambwa Anthony Taylor.
I think I read something. Unse that is sad done. Cucurella. I mean, so she game ni year. Zenya ni we anka yeshe kakra. Because she born na Jama Musiala boy na. None is sad done.
Chairman, two incidents. Now, what share Jamal Musiala shots now or take here now? The thing is, the perception, and I say, I can say, the main concept and Cucurella, a moving in San say no ordinance, Sunny Banichi, maybe Shia But chairman, the rule says that when a handball happens in the 18-yard box, preventing a goal scoring opportunity, whether deliberate or not deliberate, it is tagged as a penalty. That is the rule. So I feel say Vano now Anthony Taylor having a bad image. So Vano should have at least reconsidered it, because a crucial game, and it could have been a game winner for Germany. That is why the Germans are crying out to say VAR didn't do justice with them. But I feel say Nagelsmann, if Womube Kipino as their head coach, or Boa the German national team going forward. And Portugal, their chairman, when it comes to open.
I'm a chance.
Yes,
what was the chairman? Nagelsmann, he loves the club football no more than the national team football.
But after say ultimately qualified team to the quarterfinals. Yeah, I think round of 16 rather. That is where they activated the contract into 2026.
Yeah, it's how when I'm yet to know. I think a automatic way share the way no.
Oman cross here. On say now is then I 50-50. Say omo to chacha. Say far. Yeah. Omo the contract with me ID. But so anko mu ko ye na ebuka mu no mu film wo ebia group stages na all man come be pam. Because
I am wait for Germany for Nankasa no, they understand say omu golden generation a declining. Sure. So rebuilding no omu wom. And rebuilding projects in the do quarterfinals, no. So it makes a lot of sense to say Ombe continue with Julian Nagelsmann because he's doing a good job. And then now watch the resilience from the boys now they play for the manager. And you could see say the manager is working. A do baby OG defender film the extra attacker be Musa Mula change no, and he changed everything. So that shows he said he's a chameleon coach. Once I make cancer attributes in our say that ability no Emma teams 18 year the grind results at the least expected time. The time on Mudinia equalizer no die hard spirit. And you could see that die hard spirit from buying Leverkusen player needing Eddie Florian weight. It shows that a top-notch quality. Now, chairman, Portugal, say Cristiano Ronaldo for the first time aqua international tournament. One net open play goal. Please be specific. Open play goal. Or she a goal, but open play no one
opportunity no.
Oh yeah.
We try cross in the by Nampun and
oh yeah.
Ronaldo.
Obi be say we no call akomko. But chairman, open play goal when you be in the tournament when you be, and this shows to say you can't stay on top forever.
Sure. You
can't stay on top forever. But I feel that Portugal have a good core of the team. If they will stick with Roberto Martinez, on Shisha team ni nombra back in the next international tournament. Chairman, England versus Switzerland. Chairman, when him say England for Omusru game way. Omusru. They know Switzerland can knock them out easily if they don't make the right call. Gary Southgate would be responsible. Me will say them maybe name or media space and they say they want to extend Gary Southgate's contract. Chairman, if they try that, one shall riot to be see England. The football loving fans of England, one shall riot to be see serious demonstration.
They believe say players who get and they are very good. And with the amount of time,
Chairman, 8 good years. Dear be on our pay.
When if I 10 in count, 2 in count.
Chairman, no. Southgate, or a good coach, decent coach, but only one of the best.
But don't you think, why is it that always you can't Gary Southgate, you can't players and also?
Chairman, the players, they said they will deliver what the coach wants. Now, if players would perform, senior coach, no person will perform and play them in their natural position. Foden is playing from the left. Chairman, when he said Foden on shadow any paces out. Decide you man would yama Foden no on to me, but Gordon can do it. So why don't you start Gordon in that slot and play Foden in the number 10 if you need confidence Pamamu. And also heading. Now I'm hearing so Obeko back three. Back three and also another controversial decision. On the right wing back slot, no chairman, may it say Obebo Trippier ahead of Arnold. Trippier couldn't anymore or had less apart from set pieces. Trippier declining. Now on the left wing back no or Peso Obosaka or once I catch it, say you can't play a back three with wide wingers, but you need typical number 10s. It means Foden makes the nod. Hurricane makes the nod. Now it is left with extra attacker. It means to say Bellingham still will play in that double number 10 behind the striker in the back three system. Now on the 6 and 8, no, who will pair with Way? Will he be brave enough to still stick with Kobe Mainoo? Because he made a good performance. So Gary Southgate is making the work very difficult for him. Very, very difficult. If you play with Saka, play with Saka. I understand. Obese Diakonenim. Because on the left-footed, on the flanks, but even though on the left-hand side, no, the preferred position here, but as a left wing back, he has played it before for us now. Obetinya replicate his form no. Now on the right wing back, no, go with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Since you are going with the back three, there is enough security behind him. Another controversial decision. But we'll go into the setup of Switzerland. A chairman, there is an Emboloa. He wouldn't even participate in goal scoring for the team, but Obe creates a lot of spaces among the other dangerous players to get goals. So you get Indoi, you get Shaqiri Moa, they are scoring for Switzerland. Obeba in Finfin was Xhaka, Obundiamo Omo, he is being the metronome of the team. You get Ian Soma, all commanding the back line of Team Switzerland. You get Rodriguez, so almost starting one more build up air transitable on Ako minima or play as a conventional side back. So we go back to here. So side backs, and I say Obi Bekan left center back and the right center backs, when they are statical, and then they from left center back, right center back, and center back. But if those two are what the main center back they set forward, we call it the side backs. So you could see a Rodriguez and also Sergio Okunenim acting as that conventional left back. It will create a lot of problems. a lot of problems because Ewano Saka has to defend deep. That is another headache Gareth Southgate ebe face. So if Southgate doesn't get the starting formation right, I feel that still Switzerland can knock out England unless I say Gareth Southgate can do something out of this squad Okuta, because Okuta squad a bit in the Heroes hands down, but he doesn't have that final formula.
Okay.
So chairman, near no, I feel say Netherlands there a be easy amount unless I say take it to me coming out.
Turkey.
Oh, direct winner.
Oh, sure, be attacking na more bano.
Oh yeah, but chairman, my catcher say don't be surprised if Netherlands gets to the final. I told you the last time. The last time Germany it was team in 1988, that right cat team, no, Roland Koeman was part of the team. He was one of the best centre back as at that time in world football. Centre backs no mukute a lot of goal contribution. No Sinaka Emma Barcelona. He was part of that team. Euros 88, Germany, they won it, Netherlands. So they still have belief say Roland Koeman since over that antidote winning Germany, no, they can still replicate that thing. So don't be surprised if Netherlands on nam conscience no they could do finals. Send Croatia or police surprise only name Musa they could do World Cup finals against France. No, don't be surprised if Netherlands beats me elite you. But Turkey will give them a good game. I think some matching more quality, no. But I don't see Turkey giving them much surprise. So I tip Netherlands to actually seal you. Yeah.
But Switzerland we giving the England giving.
As a stand still. I'm vouching for Switzerland.
Really?
For sure.
Okay. Mate. Sabase Remu kakra na yen hwe say. Baby ade be fa na.
Chairman.
Kakra be Euros no na.